So now it's time for us to close this conference. So we're gonna end up with some final remarks. I will try to not be too long because it's already lunchtime. So and for me, it doesn't work. Yeah. So I will start with a few numbers. So we were more than 250 registrants for this conference. So I found that for the middle of July pretty good. And we were able to manage almost half of these participants online. So that was, in the end, not too bad to do. We have more than 50 submitted abstracts. And so hopefully we cover a large range of science that Roman will do in the very near future. And this end up with about 50 talks and 13 posters. So the posters are still there if you are interested. And also we were able to manage in parallel of this conference, breakout session and pit meeting, etc. So I would like to give a very special thanks to Wangi because he was the one who organized almost everything. So thanks a lot, Wangi, and I hope we hope this breakout session were very useful for the community. So I will continue with some more followings. So we recorded every talks via Zoom, and we plan to upload this talk to our IPAC YouTube channel very soon. So please, there is still time. If you don't want your talk to be online, please let us know. We're gonna make some cut in the recording. We most welcome some feedback, so please send us feedback. You have several ways to do that. You can do that via the conference website, or you can use our social media. So I'm not too social media, so I think it's Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. People will know better than me. And if you want to have more SOC announcement and SSC announcement, you can still register to our email list. The link is here. And I will finish with many thanks. So I will start with our science organizing committee with Lee Armus, which is here, Sebastian Gomez from Space Telescope, which is here, I think, Claudia Scarlata, Ejong Suo, Adam Mersina, Aaron Smith, my wonderful co-chair Takahiro, no, sorry, with Takahiro Sui and my wonderful co-chair Takahiro Morishita, Maria Vicenzi and Skylar Wolf, so you can give them a round of applause. Of course, nothing would have happened without our local organizing committee. So big round of applause for Frank Aragon, Wendy Burt, Alexandra Greenbaum, Seppo Lane, Wangi Lim again, Teresa Molano, and Skylar Van Dijk. So there is more special thanks for people working at Caltech and IPAC, and especially Rachel Lakeson, Ciro Diaz for all the help for the Zoom settings, Marcy Harbert, George Lou, Alex Wee, Pina, Patrick Lawrence, Ellen O'Reilly, Roberta Palladini, and Becca Rose. So please give them a round of applause. And finally, I would like to thank also our chairs and moderators, so Ami Choi, Evely, Matthew Penny, Chris Hirata, Casey Lam, Russell Ryan, Adam Smersina, Rebecca Hounsell, and Roberta Palladini. And I will finish by saying a big thanks to all of you for all the good content for these weeks. And I hope to see you again in about a year, and hopefully I don't forget anyone. And yeah, and just to finish, maybe George or Julie have some final word to say, and can be both.
I'll be quick. So when we opened this meeting, I commented on how the annual Roman Science Conference is the science highlight of the year for Roman. But this one was special because it was the first science conference after the new set of science teams have been selected. It's the first science conference after we've started the detailed planning for the core community surveys. And the discussions at this meeting exceeded my wildest expectations. We had fabulous sessions here. It's clear that lots of people are doing lots of great work. And there's ideas and enthusiasm and excitement. We had lots of splinter sessions that were opportunities for people to engage formally and informally with the core community survey committees, with the PITs. And I think what really came across to me was the spirit of openness on how everyone here is doing the science. So this was really, really great. And I think it's a great herald of things to come. And before I give the microphone back, the organization of this meeting was also spectacular. I think we've all really enjoyed the discussions. We've really enjoyed the pace. There's been plenty of opportunity to have conversations with each other over coffee. And a smoothly organized meeting doesn't happen by itself. It happens because behind the scenes, a group of people put real effort and thought into what's going to make a really well-organized meeting. So I want in particular to thank Takahiro and Etienne and the entire local organizing committee for being such fabulous hosts and making this meeting so conducive to all the great discussions and sessions that we've had. Thank you.
So Julie said it very well. This was really a great conference. I certainly learned things. That's my my measure for a great conference. I want to take a slightly different perspective, and let me thank everyone for coming. It's been really our pleasure to host the conference. I want to take a slightly different perspective on this. For those of you who were here when I opened the conference, I talked about how comparing data with theory is not really a new thing, right? I mentioned Copernicus and Galileo. And as I sat through the talks, I started wondering whether we were more in the Copernicus mode or more in the Galileo mode. So Copernicus had these exquisite astrometry measurements, a couple arc minutes or so, on the planets, right? And wanted to see if he could distinguish between heliocentric or geocentric models of the solar system. Galileo, on the other hand, found this great technology, figured out, well, this could help us look at the sky better, adopted the technology, looked at the sky, and lo and behold, the moon is not a perfect sphere, and Jupiter has its own menagerie of moons, and the Milky Way resolves into stars. So are we in the mode of let's do these exquisite models and then see how the data is going to tell us how to break them apart, or are we in the mode of discovery? And I have to say, my conclusion is that we're doing both. The surveys are quintessentially Galilean in that you have this fantastic instrument, you're going to go and survey the sky and see what we find, and then people are going to use this data to look at all kinds of things, including testing ideas or checking things that we haven't thought about. And then we also heard all these beautiful talks about simulations that are so carefully tuned to the physics that you can distinguish things and then think about how to make the measurement and what techniques do you need to do that. So my conclusion is that we're doing well on that scale, and we're covering both sides of the data versus theory, and therefore we can look forward to lots of great discoveries from Roman. So thank you, everyone. Have a good afternoon and safe travels home for those who are leaving.